Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you.
Friends, thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel. Once again, lovely to have you. If you are new, my name is Ange, aka 50 Cents UK. And to all my Ange fam, my returning subscribers, viewers, friends, family, everybody, welcome, and sending you all lots of love and warm wishes. So, how are you all? I hope everybody is doing really well. Now, today's video is all about those sexy, sensual, seductive, all the S's, fragrances. Now, I don't know about you, okay, but I love to smell, you know, a bit sexy and a bit suggestive and all of those things when the time is right, you know what I'm saying. Now, obviously, everybody's interpretation of what is sexy is different. So, you know, don't come for me in the comments. This is just my opinion, but hopefully you will agree with some of these. And if not, tell me what your sexiest perfumes are down in the comments, because I'd love to know, because I do love that kind of perfume, you know. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you the ones that I have personal experience of men absolutely like going wild for, or appreciating, or commenting on, or complimenting on, that kind of thing. So that is what these perfumes are. So guys, let's get into it. So this first one is an absolute classic in my opinion. I adore it. Every time I wear it, I get some kind of comment, reaction, compliment, and usually from a man. Yeah. So that is all good, isn't it? Us ladies love to be complimented by the opposite sex, I think. It just gives you that little extra spring in your step. So I'm talking about this one, and it is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Now, this one is on the pricier side of things. However, I really do love this perfume. Would I repurchase it? Now, that's an odd question, because this is expensive and I do adore it and I do get tons of compliments, but I don't know if I would buy it again. That sounds really strange, but I don't. But I do love how this thing smells. If you like spicy vanilla, you know, that subtle tobacco, because I wouldn't say this has like a smoky tobacco. I think that vanilla, that cacao, that tonka bean really works so well with the dried fruits. It just and the woodiness, it just makes it so delicious. Like, this perfume kind of smells like sort of like mulled wine, you know, like that sort of cinnamony, kind of like boozy mulled wine type of smell, or like Christmassy, you know what I'm trying to say. It's that kind of smell, and it is absolutely gorgeous. People can smell this from a mile off. I wouldn't say this is beast mode, but it definitely does project. It has good performance, I would say. As I said, the price point is a little bit steep. I'm not sure if the performance matches the price point. However, I do adore this perfume and men seem to love it. Next up is one that's quite new to my collection, but it has made an impact on the opposite sex already. And it's this one. It is Idole Nectar by Lancome. Beautiful bottle. I do have a full review of this one on my channel. I will link it down below if you haven't watched it. But this is a beautiful rose vanilla perfume. It is very sensual. It's very feminine. It gets a lot of compliment from men. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's like because it's so rosy, or maybe because it's so girly, because it's so womanly and feminine, but it's like a subtle sexy, you know, like an innocent sexy. That's what I would say. It's not like one of these, you know, wild take off your bra and swing it type sexy, although that's not really sexy, is it? That's a bit in your face, that's a bit trashy. But you know what I'm trying to say, it's more of an undercover, you know, someone that dresses really demure and, you know, long floaty floral dresses, but underneath they've probably got like a leather underwear on or something like that. No, where did I get that from? Scrap that. But you know what I'm saying, it's like got an innocent, lovely exterior, but underneath it can, you know, drive you wild. It's that kind of fragrance. It's very rosy, it's very vanilla-y. There is caramel and popcorn in this, however that is very, very subtle. It's not at the forefront of this perfume. It's more of a floral vanilla in my opinion, and that is a rose vanilla. So if you like rose, if you like the original Idole, you will like this because they are quite similar. There's not a huge amount of difference, except this one is a lot more rosy than the original one. But for some reason, as I said, men seem to really like this one. Next up is another amazing perfume that is super sexy. It's a fruity floral with a bit of smokiness, and I love it. And it is this one. It is Armani C Le Parfum. So this one unfortunately is discontinued. However, you can still get it. But to me, this is like Original C's grown up, more sexy, more confident big sister. So you do get Original C DNA in this because it hits you with blackcurrant. Yeah, it's got that gorgeous burst of blackcurrant like the Original C. However, this is deeper, this is syrupy, this is thick. As I say, there's incense in this that gives it a bit of a smoky undertone, although it's not hugely smoky, but you can smell that incense in there. But it plays so well with the blackcurrant. In the base, you've got amber, benzoin, vanilla and patchouli leaf in this, which I think is gorgeous for the base. It really does give it that earthiness and that depth to this perfume, and also it helps it to last. I think that patchouli in this really does help it last, although to me the patchouli is not offensive or in your face. In fact, I like patchouli anyway, but if you don't like patchouli, maybe you could try it out, but you might want to steer clear if you really don't like patchouli, because you can pick it up. But to me, the blackcurrant is the star of the show in this, along with the incense and along with some of the florals that are in it. It's not overly floral, but the florals are there. But this does give off sophisticated, feminine, confident, super sexy, you know, that kind of woman. So if you like that kind of vibe, check this one out if you can still find it. It only comes in I think this is 40 mils. I think it only comes in this size, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's very long lasting. I think it's an intense kind of formula, and it's absolutely stunning. Now, you didn't think that I would do a video like this, man-eater sexy perfumes, without including one from this line, and it is Libre Intense Dentelle De Roses. You can see there the kind of lacy imprint on the bottle. This whole line screams sexuality to me, like it screams animal passion. Okay, that's going a bit OTT. It probably doesn't scream that loudly of that, but in my opinion, this is a very sexy line of perfumes, and every time I wear any of these, and I mean any of them, I do have literally the whole line. I have a video of that as well, which I will link down below if you haven't seen it. But these perfumes seem to do something for the opposite sex. Like, I don't know what's in this to create that kind of vibe, but yeah, it does something. It has some magic in this juice. Let me give this one a spray. Oh, this has raspberry and mandarin in the opening, and it is so juicy and yummy. You've got a ton of rose in this, and then in the base you have velvet and suede. I mean, velvet and suede. They're very sexy kind of fabrics, aren't they, anyway? So you imagine the feeling that this perfume is trying to create, and it does it so well. So if you like rose, but this is a dark rose, this is a deep dark sensual rose with a fruitiness to it. That's the best way I can describe this. But it has amazing lasting, amazing projection. As I said, it drives the opposite sex wild. They seem to love it. And yeah, to me, this is man magnet in a bottle. If you haven't tried it, get your nose on. Next one is this one, and this is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black. Now, this to me is in the kind of realms of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. So if you like Black Orchid, you will probably like this. This is warm, spicy, woody. There is violet listed in this, but I don't find it overly violety. This to me is not really a floral perfume. It's just like full of spices, and there's something very mysterious about this one. If you like those kind of deep, dark, mysterious kind of perfumes, you know, sort of like your Crystal Noir, as I said, Black Orchid, Black Perfecto, those kind of like grown ass woman perfumes. Sorry, I don't know if I should have said that, but anyway, grown AF, you know, that kind of thing. You're a woman not to be messed with, and yeah, your man will not mess with you as well. This, in my opinion, has a bit of a licoricey undertone to it, although there's no licorice listed in this. There's a ton of vanilla in it. The vanilla comes out more in the dry down, I would say, rather than in the opening. In the opening, it's just very spicy and warm and woody and kind of herbal, maybe a little bit. But yeah, it is a gorgeous fragrance. Grown AF. This next one had me surprised at how much I actually adore it. But I shouldn't be that surprised because it has orange blossom, and I love orange blossom. But props to YSL for this one. This is Libre Intense. This perfume, this is next level sexy in my opinion. This really does it, okay? This rocks some men's world, I'm not gonna lie. This is predominantly a floral perfume, although there is some zestiness to it. I think there's mandarin and some bergamot in the top, but it has lavender in it. You very much smell the lavender, along with, of course, that very beautiful orange blossom. This perfume, it's a stunner. What can I say? It's absolutely gorgeous. The lasting on this is amazing. This is designer perfume done so right. This is deep, it's rich, that orange blossom comes to the forefront, mixed with the vanilla in the base. It's just gorgeous combination, and it is sex on legs. Yeah, not sex in a bottle this time, sex on legs. That's how I'm going to describe this one. But yeah, if you want to get your, you know, sexy on, and you want to walk around in your thigh-high boots. Yeah, so if you are looking for a sexy white floral, look no further. This is a versatile scent as well, I'm going to say that. This is for those Netflix and chill times, but it's also, I would say, office appropriate. I've worn this to the office. I've been complimented on it again by men. Men seem to love this one. So yeah, Libre Intense. So another orange blossom tuberose combination. This perfume smells bomb.com, and it is Dolce & Gabbana Pour Femme Intense. Now, I will say this perfume, okay, whilst it smells out of this world, like, oh, it smells so good. I think it's the marshmallow in it and the florals in it that just make it delicious, gorgeous, and very, very sexy because it's sweet. And as we know, men love sweet perfumes on their women. And the only downside to this perfume is the lasting power. it literally doesn't have any. It's such a shame because I wish that this lived up to its name. It says intense. There is nothing intense about this perfume. However, depends how long you need a perfume to last. Do you get what I'm saying? Because not every situation is going to last a long time, you know? Read between the lines. This is perfect for that. When you don't need your perfume to last too long, but it can still be smelt when someone's kind of nuzzling in your neck, or, you know, up close and personal, they can smell this. That's when I would use this one, because this one isn't going to last you all day long by any stretch of the imagination. You would have to keep respraying it. But the smell, like the smell reminds me, picture this, Katy Perry sitting on a cloud, dressed all in pastel colours, just licking a great big lollipop. That's what comes to mind when I smell this. Over time, this does get sweeter on the skin. It becomes a little bit powdery in the dry down. You get a lot of kind of vanilla from it, but that marshmallow does hang around, and that's why I love this so much. I love marshmallow in my perfumes. As I said, I just wish the performance was better, but that sexy vibe is there, and yeah, it is a winner for smell, but unfortunately in performance it lacks. You can't win them all. The next one comes from one of my favorite lines of perfume, and it is by the house of Mancera, and it is Musky Garden. How musky is your garden? I have to ask that question. Sorry, ignore me. I know I haven't been drinking. I'm just on a good vibe today. I don't know what it is, but this perfume, oh, this is so sexy. I'm not gonna lie. This is extreme sexy. It's a very fruity floral, and it has one of my favorite notes in it, which is peach, but it's white peach in this instance, and it also has cranberry in it. Now, I don't think I own many, or if any, other perfumes that have cranberry in it. I do detect the cranberry, funnily enough. The penultimate one, and it is this one, and it is a Interdit Nocturnal Jasmine. Now, this is a flanker from that amazing classic staple in a lot of our perfume collections, Interdit. Love that line. This one, I think, is the most recent flanker. Now, it's called Nocturnal Jasmine, but it's definitely still got tuberose in it, because I can smell the tuberose. It has the DNA of the original, but it's slightly less heavy. I would say there's a bit more freshness in this one. The jasmine takes center stage rather than the tuberose. So if you don't love tuberose but you like jasmine, you might like this one. Although, as I said, you can definitely still smell tuberose in this one. But it's gorgeous, guys. Like, literally, I could just keep sniffing myself when I'm wearing this one. It is such a gorgeous sensual smell. Men seem to love it. I've been asked what I'm wearing so many times when I wear this one. I've worn this one to work, to the gym, of an evening, out at a wine bar. I've worn it out to dinner. Like, literally, it's one of them perfumes that you can just wear anywhere and you will be noticed, okay? This is a head-turning perfume, in my opinion. Think classy, sophisticated woman dressed in like a black satin slip dress, you know, with some pink lipstick and some high heels and a beautiful clutch bag, owning her look, her femininity, her womanliness, you know? That's what this reminds me of. It's a gorgeous scent. It is very, very sexy, as all the perfumes in this line are, let's be fair. But this one has a bit of a twist to it because of that jasmine, but it isn't a million miles away from the original. So if you have the original, you don't necessarily need this one, even though, you know, I wouldn't say don't get it, because I absolutely love it. And I'm not sure if this one's a limited edition or what, but you never can tell with these flankers these days. But get your nose on it and thank me later, because your man might be chasing you around the house as we speak. So last but no way least, to me, this is the ultimate sexy perfume. And I know if you know me, it's going to be no surprise to you whatsoever, because I've talked about it a ton on my channel, and you know the love that I have for this perfume. And it is the Queen Delina Exclusif. Now, if there's one perfume that gets me attention and compliments and just gets me noticed in general, it's this one. If there's one perfume when I'm going out of an evening and I kind of haven't decided what I'm going to wear, I reach for this, and I know it's never going to let me down. This is a 10 out of 10 perfume. To my humble opinion, it is. I adore it. I don't care. I would pay, like, I don't know, I would pay anything for this because I love it. And the thing is, this one actually matches up to the price point because it does perform so well. Like, as I said, it lasts so long on the skin. It projects so well. Like, everybody can smell you from a mile off. And it's just like a delicious, beautiful scent. If you like lychee, pear, rose, oud, vanilla, all of those yummy things, you will like Delina Exclusif. Like, to me, this is a unique perfume. People have tried to imitate her. People have tried to come close to her, and they cannot touch this queen. She is a queen. She will get you any man you want, put it that way. Let me spray her. Yeah, this smells like no other. I can't help it. I adore this perfume. I kind of think if I go out on a limb and I had to say one perfume for the rest of my life, it could very well be this one. That's how much I love it. I mean, the bottle, the whole aesthetic, how it smells. It's me. This could be my perfume. If I was going to make a perfume, it'd probably be this, to be fair. But obviously I couldn't make it because it's already made. But you know what I mean. If it weren't made and I had to dream up a perfume, I'd probably dream up Delina Exclusif, because she's my ride or die. She's my bae. Like, she's my main. You get where I'm coming from. So there you have it, guys. That is my rundown of my sexiest perfumes. Let me know in the comments, what do you find sexy? Do you agree with any of these? Do you disagree with any of these? What are your faves? I'd love to know. Let's get our chat on in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, give this video a like if you liked it, of course. If not, don't. But hey ho. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.